Shalom Bawakar. Kal Halalimna Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Bahashem Rakak Wadash. Brakti Yahweh, Brakti Yahweh, Brakti Yahweh, Brakti Yahweh, Brakti Yahweh, Brakti Yahweh Bahashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles, elder bishops, elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the prophets of that body. Shalom to the 144,000 and the greater multitude wherever they are scattered to the four corners of the earth. Shalom. ICE. ICE stands for Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Okay, it's the investigative arm of the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. All right. You Israelites have a modern version of the slave catchers, and within these police, we'll call the police. All right, and the police. Actually, let's find a definition of the police. Definition of the word police. The civil force of a state responsible for the prevention and detection of crime and the maintenance of public order. Right. Well, the biggest criminals are within the police force, and within the police force, which is another wing of the so-called white man, just the Ku Klux Klan in so-called visible form, but they're still wearing uniforms. The only difference is they're not wearing white hoods over their head. Excuse me. Okay, and within the police, they have what you call, lower level illuminary type organizations. A lot of them are ex skinheads. You got Ku Klux Klan members. You got Grand Dragons working within the police force, and the people at the top let them get in, even if they've got criminal records. And they are the same way the Israelites are redlined when it comes to getting loans or getting homes. They've got to go past a whole lot of red tape to even get a damn job, right? The same way the police have specific, separate rules when it comes to you Israelites. Excuse me, let me have a sip of something. Dry throat every time I'm making a video. Excuse me, Salakia for that. They have separate rules for you Israelites when you're trying to. They have separate rules for you Israelites as well. It's usually a delete on site for an Edomite. They'll talk an Edomite down, even if the Edomite has a gun in his hand or a weapon. But when it comes to you Israelites, even if you don't have a gun or weapon in your hand, they'll shoot on sight. Okay, and that's just the way and the curses that we're in, because this is all pursuant to the curses of Deuteronomy 28:15 on downwards for the disobedience. But we'll be in constant fear. Now we have ICE agents as well. All right, and I just gave you the definition of ICE regarding immigration, which is another way to police you. All right, and these damn crackers, these Edomites, who are the biggest migrants, immigrants, whatever you want to call them, across the four corners of the earth, because these damn devils do not have a home. All right, their home is the Caucasus Mountains, hence the reason why they're called Caucasian. And prior to that, it was Mount Seir, and the Caucasus Mountains are situated in South Georgia, Russia. All right, and so therefore, these devils are going to be a constant hunt for you guys. All right, and now they've got, who's the other one I've got? They've got bounty hunters. All right, so Esau is, as soon as I saw this post regarding bounty hunters, what came in my head was ancient slave catchers, ancient, like early America slave catchers, along with those crackers that used to charge money to catch native Indians, the tribe of Gad. And these crackers got some nerve, man, telling the indigenous people, the Latinos and natives, that they are illegal. Calling them illegal. These crackers, man, got some damn nerve. Boy, the Yahweh Shemashah got something for them. As our elders and apostles have said, Great Millstone, they're going to come for you so-called African Americans too. This immigration migrant thing is already happening here in the UK. There's a huge divide between the so-called white man and people of color. All right, and it's Jake over here too, and they've been sending the tribe of Benjamin back, and the tribe of Judah from Nigeria back, you know. So it's happening in America, Australia, wherever Jake is. I mean, the heathens are in there as well because most of them are of color, whatever. But they're not going for the criminal, the real criminals, the so-called white man, these Russians, these Polish, you know, these Germans, these Ukrainians, these Croatians. They're not going for them. They're only going for the people of color, right? And so this bounty hunter thing reminded me of where I've read articles or information on when they used to catch the tribe of Gad, and they used to get like I believe $10 a head back then, 150, a couple hundred years ago, whatever, or even 100 years ago, or 150 years ago, or maybe a little bit more. Okay, up until the 1400s till now. I mean, sorry, during the so-called chattel slavery days. And then $10 was a lot then. Okay, and and a lot of the time, what they used to do is catch women because women were an easy target, and they used to scalp them, I believe. And because the men and women had long hair, so Esau couldn't really tell the difference, and Esau just trying to go for easy targets to make that money. All right, now you got as well as them catching the tribe of Judah as well. Mississippi lawmaker wants bounty hunters to find. Let's see here. This is 24th of January 2025. Mississippi lawmaker wants bounty hunters to find undocumented immigrants. Well, who gave you your documents, cracker? Who gave you your documents? Huh? It wasn't Sitting Bull, was it? Who authorized you? Which tribe of the which one of the tribes of the Northern Kingdom authorized your cracker ass to be here? Look at this. This is I believe Issachar. California belongs to them. Texas belongs to them, and Texas is huge. You convert the UK into Texas 5 times. Texas is a damn near country on its own. Okay. Texas belongs to the tribe of Issachar, so-called Mexicans. California belongs to them. All right, because these guys are indigenous. They're Israelites. 2 days after President Donald Trump took office and began his immigration crackdown, a Mississippi state representative introduced legislation to create bounty hunter program to identify people who are in the country illegally. Well, start on yourself, devil. I wouldn't be surprised if they get like a couple of Judites involved in that situation. Assume that they are American and we've been here since the slavery days or whatever. Or the tribe of Gad were enslaved with you too, dumb Jake. All right, Northern Kingdom were in the hole with you. All right, the only difference is you guys watch too. The only difference is Esau emphasizes all the slavery and all the atrocities on the Southern Kingdom. They're very rarely, if seldom, they do show Northern Kingdom, but the information is out there. But if you want to hide anything from a ninja, where do they put it? In a book? And Jake ain't gonna read. They ain't gonna read. They're gonna focus on Irv Gotti and fucking Tupac and what else are they gonna focus on? All just Jake, Jake-ish, ninja shit. The bill introduced by the state representative Justin Keene would give $1,000 in state funds to bounty hunters for every person they help to deport. So if they get like 10 people a week, that's 10 G's, 40 G's a month. 20 people in a week, that's 20 G's, 20, 40, 80,000 a month. And these motherfuckers are going to grab everybody. And they've been sending Elam back to India as well, right? So they're going to grab Elam, they're going to grab Ishmael, they're going to obviously grab the Northern Kingdom, the Hispanics, Native Indians, they might even give some kind of injection to people that are born so that can speak proper English and don't have an accent to make their tongue go numb so they don't speak proper English and say, oh yeah, this guy's an illegal immigrant, just to grab them up or whatever, just to make some money. Man, these crackers are going to do some underhanded shit just to make that dough. All right, to them, that's commission, isn't it? That's money. $1,000 per person. All right, they have money for this, but they don't have money for all the people that are homeless, all the all the the depletion and destruction of every town and city in America. They've got money to give to all these fucking Polacks and these Russians, these crackers up there, but they don't have money for America. Even the people are waking up to you damn devils in America, man. All right. Not that I give a shit. I want America to fall, but I'm just saying, trying to look at both sides of the situation. Even Esau's waking up, man. To their own people's unrighteous rule. Uh, Donald Trump, as he was leading up to his inauguration after his November victory, spent a lot of time speaking about his priority agenda, and immigration was top of the list. And so the idea came about from just trying, I guess, to provide support for the agenda on a local and state level, because ICE only has so many people. All right. Well, ICE is probably not going to get that kind of money either. ICE is not going to get 20,000 a week. They catch 20 people, Obviously, this is already going to amplify every, ex-Marine, ex-cracker army officer, ex-copper that's probably retired, probably mid-40s, early 50s. They're gun-toting and that, yeehaw and all that shit, they're going to get down. And those that hate Jake, man, Northern and Southern Kingdom, they and anybody that's of color, because they see the changing face of their towns and cities. They smell the smells of curries and all sorts of different, food in the air. They don't like that, They don't like to see, the changing face. They say, man, I want these motherfuckers out. Let's get them, It's unclear whether the legislation has a chance of passing, but its introduction illustrates how Trump's hardline immigration policies at the federal level have influenced policy proposals in states and localities, and in eagerness of some Republican state local leaders to help the president deport huge numbers of people. Advocates warn that such bills will terrorize and racially profile immigrant communities. All right. Well, I hope they do this. This will destroy America further. Okay. Let's go to that. What's that? Not that. Slave catchers were people who tracked down and returned runaway slaves to their owners in early America. They were part of the slave patrol system, which is a modern day police, which was a form of organized policing in the antebellum South. How slave catchers operated. Slave catchers were detectives who used clues like rumors from townspeople to find fugitive slaves. They often traveled by foot or on horseback. Yeah, you watch the movie Django. That's one of my favorite movies. I like the fact that, Jamie Foxx hits back in that movie, Other slave movies, you watch them, but they're hard to watch because it hurts you so much. Seeing your own people going through all that turmoil and tribulation. And it pisses you off. You just want to grab Esau from the TV, through the TV, grab him by the motherfucker by the throat, strangle the motherfucker to death. But, because your emotions, you got to control your emotions watching slave movies, boy. Boy, does it piss you off. But Django, man, whew, I love that. Especially when he guns that cracker down, man. Whips him first and puts a bullet. I like the way you die, boy. Anyway, slave catchers were employed by southern planters to return runaway slaves. Slave catchers were legally compelled to do their job by local authorities. What slave catchers did? Slave catchers enforced black codes, which were strict laws that restricted the rights of enslaved people. Slave catchers enforced curfews and checked travelers for permission, passes. Slave catchers prevented organized resistance. Slave catchers formed river patrols to prevent escape boat. See, Jake, you've been going through tribulation after tribulation after tribulation. And the term black was created in the 1600s, all right? Term black and white. Prior to that, you were not called black. And you dumb Jake should know, man. You do not have black skin, man. You got various variations of skin tones, from royal dark brown, like a dark Cadbury's chocolate bar, whatever, the Hershey bar in America, right? To like high yellow, and every sort of shade in between, man. All right. How slave catchers were used. Slave catchers were used to establish a system of terror to deter slave revolts. Slave catchers were used to maintain discipline for slave workers. When slave catchers were active in European, let's just say Edomite colonies in the West Indies during the 16th century. So you tribe of Benjamin, man, you weren't immune to this just because you're in the UK now. You got dumbass Americans coming over here doing their podcasts and asking Jakes here in the UK, why are you not saying the N word? You can't say it because you didn't go through. It's an American thing. Well, these dumb Jakes from America do not know that the tribe of Benjamin, right, was slaves too, just because and they were called ninja over here. All right, it's crazy, man. Slave catchers were active in colonial Virginia and Carolina in the 18th century. Slave catchers ceased to be active in the United States after ratification of the 13th Amendment. Well, they they changed. They're now the police. Okay? Now immigration. All right. Now instead of sending you back to your slave owner, what they do now is they lock you up and they do modern day slavery. They put you in prisons, jails, prisons, or whatever, where you work for certain organizations, right? Uh, you know, making their making whatever they want you to make, like print. I don't know, is it making number plates and stuff like that? So they use you as a very cheap labor within the prison system and pay you a pittance if they do pay you at all. All right. So they basically, it's the same thing, but they're doing it in a different way. And you assume, oh, I'm just going, you're in prison or whatever. All right. But they change it around. Okay. Instead of catching you and putting you back to your slave owner, what they do is they catch you, either put you back back to the so-called country you come from, like over the border, back to Mexico or whatever, or Honduras or Latin America, right? Puerto Rico, Haiti, West Indies or whatever. Okay. They still, have changed the names, right? And like for and they've changed the methodology of how they come after you, but they're still doing the same thing as they've been doing to you since you've been uh, in your final captivity in America. They have not changed. Only people that pretty much get the cream, if there is any kind of cream in this evil, wicked system, is the so-called black woman, the Judite woman, who is the worst, and the rest of the women follow, and you Israelite foreigner women follow too, because um, I know, I've been around them. They're all the damn same. Okay, you women get the cream of the crop, and they give you, all the best jobs and everything, and cause a further divide. But nevertheless, nothing's changed. All right. Okay, from slave owners, slave catchers, uh, ICE immigration, bounty hunters today, and then also, the tribe of Gad. They would catch a tribe of Gad. Here we go. Here we go. Native history. Scalping of 10 Abenaki celebrate. Where did it begin? The date in native history. They're going to give only a certain amount of information, but they did this, all right? A group of 88 scalp hunters led by John Lovewell attacked a band of Abenaki Indians living in a wigwam near Wakefield, New Hampshire. Motivated by state-sponsored programs that offered rangers payments for Indian scalps, the men tracked the Abenaki for 11 days and opened fire near midnight on February the 20th. Lovewell's posse killed and scalped 10 men and received a bounty of 100 British pounds per scalp. That's a lot of damn money at that time. 1725, 100 British pounds per scalp. Damn. Wonder Esau was motivated. Part of Father Rail's war, or the war between the Abenaki and the New Englanders. This incident marks one of the most celebrated times colonialists scalped Indians in exchange for money. All right, see, they did a lot of this. I'm just bringing out a brief information on each one, but Esau been doing it, man. All right, and this is see the elect, right, who have been chosen from the foundation of the earth. They have gone from tribulation to tribulation, from captivity to captivity, from incarnation to incarnation. And we're at this point now where the elect are going to be protected. Their back's going to be against the wall, right? But they're going to be protected. Yahweh Shemashai is going to be with them, all right? And they're going to be tried and tested. They're going to be purified like gold. They're going to go through all these tribulations to build them up to the great day, of Jacob's trouble, World War III, all these kinds of things happening, the charagma being implemented, all these things kind of happening to build them up so their faith gets stronger so they can be delivered from those situations. But they will be delivered. They will be delivered. Okay? Even if you think that, oh man, here we go. Oh, that bullet is about, you think that bullet's going to hit you and you're running or whatever, and then Lord gives you spiritual power and you just fly up or something, or you disappear, you know, or or I don't know, or the Lord might make a building fall on the people shooting at you. The Lord Yahweh, you just gotta. That's where Hebrews 11 verse 1 comes in. Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Hebrews 11 verse 6, I believe. Without faith, it is impossible to please Him. But have faith to please the Lord Almighty in heaven, Yahweh Shem Shai. And then you got, let's go to the curses here, man. 28 and 15, right? Okay. But your 2/3, this is going to be your time of great tribulation. You're going to go horribly, horribly, But Jake as a whole been going through tribulation, man, for your disobeyment. So, for disobedience. But it shall come to pass if thou will not. This is Deuteronomy 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass if thou will not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power, Yahweh Shem Shai, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field. Isn't that the case now? You got Issachar being hauled off from the fruit plantations, and these plantations where they're picking fruit, growing fruit, and these are the main workers in America. Esau don't do shit. Wait till all these hardworking Jakes are taken off, and Esau not getting his fruit and veg, Esau not getting his wine, Esau not getting his lawn mowed, Esau not getting his bathrooms and kitchens cleaned, um, and then you got and they're hauling away Jake as a whole, even the southern kingdom, they're not going to get the bus drivers, the guys punching tickets or whatever at the train station. I don't know if they do that anymore. I'm just saying hypothetically, got Jakes who work at the train station, Jakes who work as mechanics, because Esau don't do that. Esau's always sitting behind a desk, looking simple. Cursed shall be thy basket and store. Or like, Jake working at train station. I said punching tickets. I mean, Jake's checking if you got a ticket on the train. That's what they do over here. To see if you got a pass or whatever. Cursed shall be thy fruit of thy body and fruit of thy land, the increase of thy kind and the flocks of thy sheep. Cursed shall thou be when thou comest in, and cursed shall thou be when thou goest out. All right. So everything will be cursed, man. The fruit of thy body, your children, the fruit of thy land, okay? Everything that you own, all right? Your flocks of thy sheep, everything you put your hand to won't work out. Cursed shall thou be when thou comest in, and when you go out. And this has been from the beginning. You never had no peace, even when you had so-called Black Wall Street, Rosewood, and other so-called black cities. I hate saying the term black, but and places where God was so-called living in peace. Even on your reservations, if you had a little bit of peace, which you never did, is worse than a so-called hood or a barrio, right? No running water, electricity. You had no peace because this was not meant to be your rest. This is meant to put you in remembrance of how you did wrong. Why am I going through this? What do I need to do? What do I need to change? And a lot of Jakes are waking up to that fact because a lot of Israelites are going to be saved. We're the biggest nation on the planet Earth, man. Hosea 1 and 10. And we're scattered to the four corners of the earth. Deuteronomy 28 and 64. And you'll be pissed off every day. Why the fuck am I going through this? Verse 20, the Lord Yahweh shall send upon thee cursing, vexation, and rebuke, all that thou settest thine hand unto for to do. Watch the movie, watch the show Good Times. James was trying again and again and again, couldn't get a foothold. But the brother kept trying, All right. The Lord shall send upon thee cursing, vexation, and rebuke, and all that thou settest thine hand unto for to do. Jake would have tried 20 to 100 times as hard just to even get somewhere, man. Right? In life. Even just have a regular job. And just to make sure that his children and his wife and children are all right. Until thou be destroyed, until thou perish quickly, because of the wickedness of thy doings, whereby thou hast forsaken me. Because we are the chosen, we're the Most High's children, man. We're the Most High's woman, spiritually. All right? And we went against the Lord, man. We committed spiritual adultery. And you as a man, if you got a woman and she commits adultery on you, and she's been with another man, and you find out, and you know that she's been going down on another man, and another man's been ravishing her and hitting it from the back, from the front, flipping her over, doing what he wants to do with her. How are you going to feel? You're going to want to just bash her head in, innit? You want to just throw her off a cliff. How do you think the Lord feels, man? You jakes, doing voodoo, bowing down to Buddha, becoming Muslims, Hindus, just because you meet a heathen bitch, or you want to follow another doctrine because you think that's the way to go. All right. And by the way, nothing wrong with having a heathen woman. Just don't follow her doctrine and don't follow her ways. You just, let her please you in more ways than one. All right. Okay. How do you think the Lord feels, man? When, you betrayed the Lord. So a lot of the elect are going to come back to the remembrance, man. Call upon the real power. Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. Yeah, we're not perfect. Right? But at the end of the day, we're in this wicked flesh. We're in these chains of darkness. But Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai is going to take his elect out of these chains of darkness soon, man. The Lord shall make the pestilence cleave unto thee until he have consumed thee from off the land whither thou goest to possess it. Look at that. Tribe of Gad being taken off. All the Jakes being taken off all their lands which they used to once run. And in hell in America, man. America means bitter, man. El Apostle Gabar brought that out. And I urge you to subscribe to the Apostles of Great Millstone, man. GMS Apostles, man. And all the other GMS camps. All right. Let's see if there's anything else to read. Yeah, these are all the curses here, man. All right. This is Deuteronomy 28. The blessings are up until up to 14. All right. That's what the blessings you get up to verse 28 to 14 is all the blessings. 28, and then 15 onwards is all the curses, man. I quoted Hebrews 11 verse 6. I just want to make sure that I quoted the right one. Hebrews 11 verse 6 KJV. Yep, that was the one. But without faith it is impossible to please him, for he that cometh to the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yashai, must believe that he is, and he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. It's not like you come into the truth, you're going to keep getting hammered down. Yeah, you're going to go through your rigorous worries and things like that. Things are going to happen, man. The Lord Yahweh Bashim Yashai said, Many are the tribulations of the righteous, but the Lord delivereth out of all of them. King James Version. Yeah, that's the one, Salakia. Psalm 34:19. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yashai delivereth him out of them all. These things the elect go through to build him up. All right. And the elect amongst all these jakes are going through all these atrocities. Yahweh Bashim Yashai is going to pull the elect out of that. But you 2/3 are going to get it, man. Because America is ground zero, where the Lord, where the great deliverance is going to be. And a lot of you Israelites are going to get it hard, man. And it's hard, that's the way of the Lord, man. The Lord don't play, man. You're talking about the heaven, you're talking about the supreme power of heaven and earth that owns everything, man, made everything. Zechariah 13:8, 13:9, 1/3 is going to be delivered. And and 2/3 are going to be cut off. Let's go there. Zechariah 13:8 and 13:9 KJV. Where is it? Zechariah 13:8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yashai, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the 3rd shall be left therein. All right, what's 2 parts? 66.6%. All right, and that's an indication a lot of you jakes are wicked. All right, you're going to get your just dues, you know. Verse 9, and I will bring the 3rd part, which is 33%, and I will bring the 3rd part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord Yahweh B'Hashem Yahshai is my power. You know, it's the Lord Yahweh, but we say Yahweh B'Hashem Yahshai because we can't speak directly to the Father. We speak to the Father and our King at the same time, you know, because we worship Yahweh Shai as well, because He is our King. All right, the only begotten Son. All right, and He went on the cross and went through all those atrocities and tribulation to bring you dumb jakes back, man. You know, and all praises to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai B'Hashem Rakakodash. Yeah, man. So nothing's changed for Jake. They just keep flipping it into a different situation every time. You know, from old school slave catchers to ICE agents, and from old school slave catchers to scalpers, to ICE agents, to bounty hunters, to the police. You know, and these things are going to keep happening, man. All right. You know, even these comedians that are lower level luminaries say that, yeah, America's like a big concentration camp. Well, it's going to go to that in that direction very, very soon. Ain't nothing good happening no more, man. A lot of you jakes reminisce of the 90s, 90s and 80s. Oh, let's go, bring it back. It ain't going to go back. It's not going to go back to that. It's not going to go to the boombox on the corner where Jake's going to be breakdancing. Ain't going to be no cookouts in the street. You know, your grandma calling from the window, come and have dinner or whatever, you know. Ain't going to be none of that. Ain't going to be no parking up with Peggy Sue on a Friday night, you know, at the point, you know, so you can deal with her in the back seat. There'll be martial law troops everywhere. Ain't going to be none of that no more. All right. And if you jakes want to get a little bit of a few so-called fun days in, you better get it in now because, hey, that time is is long gone. All right. And Barak Yahweh Hashem Yashai. May Yahweh Hashem Yashai destroy Esau's kingdom quick time. Abaratisa. All right. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. All praise to Yahweh, B'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, B'Hashem Rakakodash, Mawatha Bar Babal, Kwam Yashrala. Shalom.